got one of them.
Yeah, we got a family full of Turbo Buicks, man.
Can't get no better than that.
How'd it go?
Great. Hey, it's got double power it had before.
So you gone to the floor many times with this thing and never had a problem?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Not other than that. It was leaking all around them grommets, but every time I stopped to get gas.
But when you go into the throttle, it's not hesitating or spitting up or anything. So it's smooth going into the throttle.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a rarity. You know, that's hard to find.
Kidding.
Most of these cars, you go into the throttle, they popping, skipping. Yeah, they don't. Most of them.
Well, see, you see that stuff all the time because you're dealing with a lot of them.
Yeah.
I had one 15 years ago, but it was real low miles, and so it really ran good.
Okay, so that's all you know is a good running Grand National. Okay.
And that's all I want to know.
Okay, I got you. So we are out here in Scottsburg, Indiana. I'm with my guy, Mr. Larry. Larry called me. He was like, man, Dev, can you fix my Grand National? Can you make it faster for me? And after talking to him, I briefly said, you know, this is the type of guy I want to deal with right here. He's serious about making this car faster. He's serious about making it more reliable. And honestly, his story is pretty cool. He bought this thing all the way in Arizona. Tell him where you got it from.
Yeah, it was from Streetwise Classics in Phoenix. And I saw it on the internet, and I says, I want to check that car out.
Yeah.
And I got it and drove it all the way back.
He drove it all the way from Arizona to Indiana. So for me hearing that, that's a good car. If you can drive a car all the way from Arizona back to Indiana, I think that's worth me driving from Georgia all the way to Indiana to come pick it up and check it out. So as soon as I see it, I said, man, this is a beautiful car. I look around it, the body on it is straight.
Yeah,
the
it's
interior
been in
is
Arizona
clean.
Almost its total life.
Yeah, so this is what an Arizona car looks like. It is clean, dry car, and I like it, man. Go ahead and fire it up. Initial thoughts, I was like, man, I'm impressed. The interior's clean on it. The body lines are straight. That car fires right up. So it's a good running car. Mr. Larry just wants to make it a little bit more peppier. So I've been wrestling with this idea since you called me, man. I got so many ideas on what I want to do with it. So I didn't tell you this when we were in there at Denny's. My buddy, his name is Reed, and he works at Work Turbochargers.
Right.
Work Turbochargers has been the key ingredient to my success over the last couple of years, and so we're already working on a turbo right now for your car. So we're actually, the plan is for me to get this turbo off the car, get it to his shop immediately. Let's see what you got inside of there. And he's gonna rebuild this thing and give you something that's gonna shred those tires. Oh. I don't know if you're gonna have enough tire.
Well, that's something I don't mind doing.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun.
So tell them about your background, like mechanic. You were a mechanic and you're a hot rodder. Tell them
Yeah, I've been a street guy from as soon as I got my first car, but when I was younger, didn't have the money to really fix a car like I wanted. But as I got older, working, I finally got enough money. Now I want this thing to run like I've always wanted a car to run.
So what's the goal?
Just to have a reliable, something I could take from here to Florida, but yet when I get my foot in it, it's going to run with, say, the Hellcats or close to it.
Okay. So we'll build it up to that point. So what we're going to initially do, our goal is, it's already running good, but I don't have confirmation on what we got inside of there. So I want to start with a new fuel system. We're going to start with a new chip, and then from there upgrade the turbo on something that's going to give him reliability, make it reliable and more streetable as well. So what we're going to do first is, before we look at what our vision is in the future, we want to know where we are right now. So we're right here in Scottsburg, Indiana. We're going to do a test drive right quick. We're going to hook the Draggy up to see what does the car currently run right now. What you think it'll run in a quarter mile? As is.
14.5.
14.5. Okay. So 14.5. Let's see what the Draggy says. Put it in D3. I'm gonna let it build up some boost. Number 773.
Yeah, gotcha. That's the bridge goes up a little bit.
So we're going to 1448.
Hey, I can't believe I said 1450.
Yeah.
Now what's that in the 8?
That
It is
went
about 9.
924.
Okay.
So we're headed back to Georgia. We're halfway back home, and I figured this would be a great point to say, you know, I really enjoyed meeting Mr. Larry. We left Georgia last night at 10 p.m. and we got to Indiana around 6 a.m. Had breakfast with Larry. Man, it was a wonderful time. To meet him, number one, but number two, really set the foundation of what his vision is for the car. And the car already runs great. The car runs excellent. He just wants to enhance it to the next level. And that's something we can do in a very short period of time. So if you've got a Turbo Buick, a Grand National, or GNX, and you want to take your car to the next level, whatever that next level may be for you, we can handle it. And we'd be happy to get that done in a timely manner. Knock, knock. What's up, Reed? Hey, man. Good to see you, brother.
What'd you bring me today?
So, that turbo we talked about.
Awesome.
This is Larry's turbo out of Indiana. What you think?
It's a Buick turbo.
Yep.
Think we can do something with it?
Yeah, let's talk about it, man. Got a couple of ideas in my head on what I want to do with it, but I want to get your blessing. I want to get your vision on what we can do for customers like Larry.
Awesome. Let's get this baby in the back and get it broken down.
Okay. All right. So let me introduce Reed to my channel. And people that know me and how you know me now is really because of the work that we've done on the track. And I gotta give a shout out to you, Reed, because before I met you, I was struggling to get my car into the 9s. I started out with a 12-second car. I got it into the 10s pretty easily with a 64, 66 turbo. But then trying to get it into the 9s, I'm like, damn, I'm struggling. I'm running 35 pounds of boost. I still can't get it into the 9s. And then it wasn't until I sat down and met you and we really sat down and just discussed the overall combination. That's when I started getting fast. So now I'm just confident in any turbo I choose, I'm going to validate it through you first.
Cool.
And since then, not only have I been impressed with my car, but my clients have all been impressed with that car, man. So all of my turbos, man, like, you that guy.
Well, I appreciate
East to West Coast, bro.
Appreciate
Even
it.
out in Oakland, California, like you've been working with my boy Nestor, like I rode in his turbos that you built years ago, man, and they're performing. I got black marks on the street all over Oakland right now.
Well, I appreciate you putting faith in
Yeah,
me. That's
man.
for sure.
I appreciate you.
We love it. We love it. That's
real.
what we do is we try to build relationships, not just turbos. And
Reed,
because
that's that guy, man. I'm telling you.
it's so important in the turbo world to, you know, I don't want to downplay the cool, awesome factor of a turbo, but it's almost the dumbest part of the whole system. If you don't have the combo ready, it's not going to work for you. So I'm glad I could help you with the combo. So
yeah, bro. The combination is everything. So I'm excited about what we're gonna do here today for Mr. Larry and future clients.
Awesome. What you bring me today, Dev?
So Reed, I really don't know. I have no clue what I brought you, but I just know I put it onto the Draggy. Are you familiar with the Draggy?
I am. Definitely cool.
So for those that don't know what Draggy is, it's a GPS based satellite that hooks up to an app. You can literally see how fast you're going on your car. So you can be going an eighth of a mile, quarter mile, half a mile, and this thing will literally record how fast you're going. So we recorded how fast we were going, and it went a mid 14 seconds.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. So I don't know exactly what it is, but let me tell you what the goal is for today.
Yeah, tell me about the customer and what he has going on.
Okay. So the customer, his name is Larry out of Indiana, 78 years old. He's a hot rod guy to his heart. He's a mechanic by trade, and he just bought this Turbo Buick. '86 Turbo Buick, white T-Type, really, really nice, man. And he bought it from Arizona,
Awesome.
and he drove it all the way back home from Arizona to Scottsburg,
Heck,
Indiana.
You got a solid car to start with.
If you
then.
drive a Grand National or a Turbo Buick from Arizona to Scottsburg, Indiana, you obviously got a solid piece to start with.
Awesome. Well, that's good to hear.
So driving this thing, our goal is to make it more peppier. I wasn't impressed with the power that it's making.
Okay.
That's why we brought this thing to you. Like, I could have bought something on your website, but honestly, I think we need to dig a little bit deeper because one size doesn't fit all. But the turbo that we come up with today, I think this does fit a lot of people.
Cool.
So here's what we got, Reed. Number one, how do we make this turbo as bolt-on as possible without having to upgrade the fuel system further? So let me tell you what he already has on the car.
Okay.
He's got a 255 fuel pump. He's got 50-pound injectors. He's got for spark. Well, let me back up. For fuel, he has 255 fuel pump, stock fuel lines. He's got stock fuel rails. He's got an AccuFab fuel pressure regulator. He's got 50-pound injectors. He has it's some type of boost regulated voltage booster to the fuel.
Okay.
And he has a boost regulator that goes to the spark.
Okay.
So boost the spark, boost the fuel, some type
like
of
the
old
volt
school
booster from
Yep.
days old.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So the car has been upgraded maybe early 2000s, but that's it. A really good, solid running, driving car. But the power that it's making, I'm like, damn, like it's kind of slow.
Yeah, it's a time capsule, which is cool. But we can definitely see. Well, keeping it a bolt-on is not a problem. We've got turbos that fit this, updates that fit this platform. So we'll make this easy on you, which will translate into less money spent on the customer on stuff he doesn't necessarily need. He's got a healthy car, healthy fuel system, got good guys surrounding him. We're gonna make this thing faster for sure. Well, just by quick looking at it, this is a TE44.
How do you know that?
Besides the fact we built I made a video yesterday, and did you know turbo yesterday that I built was my 5,000th Buick turbo upgrade that I've done in my career.
How long you been doing this?
Started in 1997
Wow.
as a business. Now I did it for fun before that, helping out some friends, but it was kind of crazy that serial number 5,000 popped up. Let's just measure this one just to make sure. There are two compressor wheels that are very close to this, that size-wise, that are hard to, even with my bad eyesight, telling you what it is.
Right.
So
you said it's a TA44? TE44,
so,
okay.
Yeah, 2.32 inches. Yep, TE44.
Okay.
So what this is a TO4E compressor cover. That's where TE comes from. It's a 60 trim compressor wheel, and it's going to have a stage 3.
And that's an aftermarket thing right here?
Yeah. So he's got adjustable actuator.
Okay.
This is a whole turbo that was put together, pretty popular back in the day. It's an aftermarket turbine housing. They're pretty known for running well, but not necessarily being super responsive, and the power is.
So let's talk about who the ideal customer is for this turbo, because this is a good popular turbo, right?
No, we have sold a ton of them over the years, and your client's probably pretty close, but he's gonna really want, for this style exhaust housing, he's really gonna want a higher stall torque converter.
Speaking of converter, he has like a 2600 stall.
Yeah, so relatively tight stall converter. And, this turbo probably does okay once it's up and rolling, but probably leaves a little bit lackluster performance just right immediately off the throttle.
Yeah.
It's a timeless turbo. We built a lot of these over the years. They work great. Just for some reason, your client's car is not terribly happy with this, but we're gonna see what we can do to bring it up into a bolt-on modern solution for him that will give you better response, more power. Let me ask you on this: is this strictly a pump gas car? Is it going to be a track car?
Good question.
What's he doing?
So typically, like I said, traditionally in the past, you know what my saying is, big turbo energy.
Yeah.
And when we talk about big turbo energy, that means we got to replace the whole fuel system, the ignition system, the aftermarket computer. But this case, I'm just trying to take what he has and optimize it.
Definitely.
So 255 pump, stock ignition that has the voltage booster to it, fuel pump that has the voltage booster to it. We're even going to keep the same chip. Only thing I'm going to change is the mass airflow sensor.
Okay.
to LS based mass airflow sensor, and I'm gonna put a translator on it so I can go in there and tune,
Do some tweaks to it.
make some massages to the
Yeah,
tune.
yeah, definitely.
But I want to get a turbo that's gonna be more responsive and give us this. Let's just optimize his fuel system and his ignition system.
So we're going to target the probably sub 20 pound of boost range all the time on this application.
Sure.
So yeah, definitely. And this turbo really shines well once you start getting into that 16, 17, 18 pound of boost range, which is probably a little stretched out for pump gas on, how old is this client again?
78.
78.
Yep.
So we need to make this thing where he can just jump in it, turn the key, and
that's
put
my
it in the
thing.
wind
I don't
and go.
want him to worry about methanol. I don't want to have to convert over to E85 and all that stuff. I just want him to have a responsive turbo, a whole lot more responsive from that 10 pound of boost to 18 pound of boost range right there.
Awesome.
If we got to tank it up to 20 pounds of boost, I'm just going to be reading the spark plugs and the spark plugs will tell me what's going to happen right there.
Cool.
We'll run as much boost as we can safely though.
Well, let's do this. Let's get it back in the shop. Let's get this thing broken down. Let's find out what it's made of inside, what parts we can use, what parts we need to change. And first thing we're going to do is get it back there and get it torn down for y'all guys. So let's hit the workbench.
Sounds good. If you have gotten to this part of the video, probably means you love what you're seeing. And if you love what you're seeing, I want to encourage you to hit that subscribe button. We got so much good content coming out. So much good content. You got my journey to 1,000 horsepower Grand National. You've got some Grand National secrets that we're about to unveil. And lastly, you got some wonderful technical videos where we're going to show you the ins and outs on a lot of different installations. And if you need some Grand National parts, check this out. WattPerformance.com. We started a new LLC called Turbo 6 Parts. And on Turbo 6 Parts, you can find literally anything from brand new parts. You can find good quality used parts. And you can also find some rare hidden gems. So all you got to do is go to WattPerformance.com, click on Turbo 6 Parts at the top. Check out all kind of excellent deals from new to used parts. A lot of these parts we're pulling directly off of cars that we're servicing. A lot of these parts, to be honest with you, our cars have gone through many different iterations. So I took my car from a 12-second car and I'm about to hit 8s. So there's a lot of parts that I've just personally taken off my own car that are still in good condition. And then there's a lot of cars that come in here, really good running cars, and we're taking those parts off of those cars and then we're putting them on our website to sell. And one more thing, if you got a Grand National and you need a little direction, we offer consultation services. So go to wattsperformance.com, click connect with us. I don't take phone calls because we're so busy, but if you need something, book an appointment with me. We offer 3 different distinct options by appointment only. See which option fits best for you. You know, if you're ready to schedule maintenance, click schedule maintenance. It'll take you to Calendly, and you can book some time on the calendar. And there's just going to be a couple of questions for you to answer, and we'll get connected.